Guys, it's Elliot from LExclusive.com, and today we're here to talk about LEDs and how to make your house look like this for next to nothing.
That's the tape right there.
There's no escape.
We have a lot of questions. First, the cost of it. How long did it take? What research did you have to do to get to this conclusion? Did you make this up yourself, or did you find somebody else that had done it previously? So I'm gonna go over all those questions, as well as kind of where to get started in this whole process, because it can take a while, but it's also fun to plan out, and you really, it's a unique thing that it's your own and nobody else has. So you might as well customize it to what you really want. And you also save some really good money in doing it yourself as well, instead of buying a hue light or something where you spend hundreds of dollars for really the same effect. All right, so let me give you a breakdown of kind of what I've done, just so you guys have an idea of what I'm actually going with here. I have two LED strips, or should I say two controllers, so I can change the opposite color of the light. So I got green there, and I have blue there. Now I can change those colors if I choose, but at least I have the choice now to do different colors and different sequences rather than just one color by having all the strips the same. What I've done basically, I have LED strips up under this piece right here, okay? But I also have the opposite color going into here, and these are just little, these are cut strips that I've soldered on to the ends of the wire that it led up to where I'll talk about later. But I have, if you look at, I have quite a few different things going on. So I have the LED strips first up here that go up, okay? Then I have the opposite color going right here, and there's about 3 LEDs in that one, 3 LEDs in that one. And then if you look at every other one I have, opposite color, same style. I have the strip going up there, but also when you look, I actually have an L bracket, right? This is aluminum, but what that is, that covers that whole strip, so I don't see any of the light itself. So if I keep going along, I have more strips going across, and then opposite colors. I have one in the plant right there, so it's 3 LEDs. I have more up in this tower right here. I also have one behind the light, behind the mirror that you can see there. So when you look at the whole idea of it, it gives you really a nice color, and it gives you just that two-tone look where it's really unique. Up here, I just have a color changing bulb that you can purchase pretty cheap. Now, all this was my own idea. I've just taken years of experience and refined it into what I have now, and that's partly how I came up with this whole idea. But it took me about a month to plan overall, so it wasn't a quick process, but at the same time, I wanted it a certain way. The installation time took about 8 hours or so, and that's me being pretty particular. I soldered everything, I didn't use connectors, but I'll show you both ways of how to do it. So the overall cost of this project was about 75 bucks, I'd say, 70-ish dollars. And it was about $20 per LED strip with everything that you need. So I'll link in the comments below, or sorry, the description below of where to get those, and you can get them on eBay or Amazon. There's a ton of manufacturers. As far as the backing goes that I'll be showing later, that I purchased from Bunnings, which in the US it's Home Depot. And it's just pretty much a long L bracket. I'm not sure what section it's used in, but I'll make sure to put that in the description as well, or something similar that I can find. Anyway, here we go. All right, guys, now we're gonna get into the fun stuff.
All right, so we got lots of goodies in here. These are gonna be the strip lights that we use. And then right here is the stuff that I used for the backing. That's the tape right there.
Okay, so this is what you need, okay? Let's clear this out of the way. First, you need LED strips, okay? Now they typically come in a pack. So you're gonna get the LED itself, right? The LED strips, and then you're gonna get a package with a controller, but also this is the little amplifier, and that's the receiver to change the colors on the lights. So let's go ahead and open this up. Now how this works is, it's really simple. You
take your receiver ends and your LED strip, and you're going to notice a little arrow right there. You notice an arrow right there. You're just going to connect that into it like so. And now you have it connected. You're now going to hook 12 volts of power into this, which I'll show you in a minute. And then this whole strip will light up. Now you're going to notice on these LED strips, they're going to have this gold area, and there's going to have a line across. And what that means is that's where you can cut these strips. You can cut these to the length that you'd like them. So for example, when I cut something like this, I can still utilize this piece. And so a lot of that installation actually utilized the smaller pieces. And I've soldered the wires onto this. Now you can get connectors to connect to it. It's pretty easy in that perspective, but I wanted it to last a long time and not have to worry about it. This is originally how they come, and then they have this heat shrink over it. But what I'll just cut this off and I'll show you what is underneath. Just give you an idea of how they do it. Okay, so here we go. So they sell this wire in bundles, okay? So you can buy extension pieces, so you can buy this part right here. You can buy these little pins, you can buy extenders, you can buy angles, so you could do a right angle on here. So have it come off to the side. Now I've soldered all of mine, so I can just create whatever angle I want based on the wire, maybe twisting a bit. But they do have the quick connects to make it easy. You'll notice too, on the back it comes with this 3M tape, and it's extremely weak. Peel this off and it'll stick for a day or two, whatever you're putting it on. And so I always put an adhesive down. So either you can use silicone and just tape it in place, wait for it to dry, which works really well, or you can use something like a double-sided adhesive tape. Now this is made by Worth. This is quite expensive. I think it's like $60 a roll, but for what I use it for the commercial purpose that I do, I need to have good quality stuff. But you can buy the cheaper 3M stuff and it should work pretty good as well. So now that you have an idea of how these look, you can cut these to any length and size. So for example, I'm going to make it, say, that long. I literally cut it, bam, cut it to size, soldered my color wired onto here, bam. And then I have basically an equivalent of this. And then I just connect all these wires together to make exactly what I need. All right, I'm about to give you a demonstration on the lights themselves. Now, one thing I wanted to make clear is they all run off 12 volts, okay? So if you're gonna plug them in your home, you're gonna need a converter. And most LED packs will come with this. Now, this is just a wall plug-in, and this will plug directly in to that piece right there. And then from there, that plugs in the wall, and then everything works. Now, just something to be cautious of, this only puts out 2 amps. This right here needs 2 amps to power it. Okay, so you can do 1 strip with this power supply. Now if you want to do more strips, then you need to get something that's going to put out more amps. Now because these are 12 volts, you can hook them up to any type of 12 volt battery. This is my drill just for testing. You can hook them up to a car, you can hook them up to pretty much anything that gives you 12 volts. How this is going to work, this is the controller right here. I've already have the power on. And how I have this hooked up, I have a controller right here, and then I have a controller right here. This is going to actually turn and change the colors. So if I turn this guy on, bam. So from here, this is in line of sight. That's how it works. I could change it to a fading color, change it to a strobe, change to a singular color, which is pretty cool. Now, the way that I have it hooked up in my house is, say I have, this is my bottom strip like I showed you guys earlier, and then these are my cutoff pieces. Now, if I were to have this all connected off the same circuit, it'll be 1 color, but I wanted it 2 colors. Like I said earlier, I wanted that 2-tone. So if I go ahead and turn on this guy, now I have more strips, but just running off a different controller. So now I can change this to a separate color that I want. So I don't have to have the same look as this part right here. I've soldered all those on, and they come pre-soldered at the beginning of the roll. If you're gonna solder them on yourself, you're gonna see right here, you're gonna see 12 volts, green, red, blue. That's what they stand for. So it's pretty easy to figure out what that means, right? The Y over there is the same coating, same context. When you buy that stuff, you literally solder the colors to color that it tells you. It's pretty easy. Now, remember I was talking about that sticky tape earlier. Now I've stuck this to this laminate right here, but if I just take this, I mean, I can remove it that quick, that easy. So you definitely want to put double-sided tape on the back of there. And like I said, there's a few different options, the 3M stuff, or you can use a silicone and just put that down and tape it down, and it will dry, and it will be a rubbery, flexible material, and it will hold in place. So you can really do some cool projects with these. I mean, you look how long the strip is. You can put it behind your TV, you can put it under, you know, under your desk, you can think of on your shoes. I mean, you can do some really, really neat stuff. So here's kind of a basic breakdown of you know, how I went about the process and the installation of doing it.
I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked the video, please smash that thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, please subscribe. Also, if you guys want to see a specific type of video, from LEDs to audio to electronics to specifics, I do a lot of different things within that realm of genres, per se. So definitely comment below if you guys want to see something different. If you guys like the video, please share maybe your projects, what you're working on. I really like seeing the audience participation and kind of what you guys are up to in your lives. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I'll see you guys next time.